Hi. Hey. Thanks for popping in to see what I am up to. Tonight, it's kind of quiet, so I thought I would pop in. I'm working on a pink dogwood. Hi, my name is Carol, artist of Only Trees, and it's not that often anymore that I create the pink dogwood. So, hey, let's spend some time together. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm doing, and we'll see where that takes us. Yes, it is a quiet night just before the full-blown weekend of 4th of July, and I have my grandpuppies sitting beside me nice and quietly as they're waiting for their parents to arrive home. So in other videos, you've seen me create these pink dogwoods. When I create the pink dogwoods to put them on the tree, I also incorporate a little bit of a green leaf to go in there. Creating the pink dogwoods, I use a 22 gauge pink, two strands that are 24 inches long, and the gold is a 24 gauge wire and also 24 inches long. Then I take the green leaves, which I know I have on here, and you've probably have seen me create those. This is I have a Christmas green, peridot, and teal creating these leaves. I call these my crimped leaves. I make the loops, I separate the loops, I pull the loops, and then I crimp them to make them a little bit smaller and a little bit fuller. So I take one of these leaves and I incorporate it into the strand of the pink dogwood flowers. And I do that by going into the center flower, because there's 5 sets of flowers here. I go into the center one. I take the green, just one of those sets of green leaves that I have here, and I'm twisting them together 3.5 turns, locks it in place. Now to the other side, and there you go. All right, kind of looks like this. I take my wire cutters and I go right into the end of the pink wire, just like that. Put that to the side, straighten it all out. And then I also take the time to shape the green leaf around the flower a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit, so it's all secure and it looks like it's coming all out of the same strand. So this is kind of what I'm getting. All right. Now I'm working almost at the top of my pink dogwood, and I want to put my green right there in to the branch, the V of the black wire that I'm using to create the branch with. So I'm going to hold up my tree and put this right here, the green going to the center of the tree and the flowers going outward towards the end of the tree, getting in there nice and close and then twisting to the end, keeping the flowers on top of the wire and twisting all the way out. Wire, flowers on top. I have this little bit of an extension, 2 half turns. Now the other side. Again, keeping the flowers up on top of the wire, twisting out to the end. That's what I got so far. Taking my wire cutters, and you'll see the tree drop. I'm getting right next to, but I'm not cutting off of the pink strands. Now you can, but I don't. I just cut to the end of the wire, leaving the extensions on. So the other side, let's see if I can get that in there. Oop. And drop. Throwing my wire, I have a recycle bin here that I keep my black strands of wire together. And then I have this branch almost complete, but you can see I still have these little pieces of pink wire, and I don't usually cut them off. I mean, sometimes yes I do, but most of the time I don't. I take those, keep them all together, wind them up, and put them underneath the flower that is created. Pinch it in and get it in there. And for the other side. Yeah, so you're popping in and this is your first time. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, I hope that you will subscribe, check out some of the other videos. I am a wire tree artist and I only create wire trees. If you hit that subscribe button, well then you might as well hit the bell next to it, because that way you get notifications on when I put in that next video. All right, there it is. I was like, which one was it I was working on? All right. Now, the last thing I want to do before I move on to a different brand. Nope. You know what? That's not it. This one is it. After a while, you can lose track pretty easily. I take those flowers, like some of them are looking straight up. I want them to kind of look like they're reaching for the sun, and when the customer has it on their countertop or fireplace mantle or wherever it is that this tree will be setting, when they're looking at it, that all of the flowers are kind of looking outwards. So when they're looking at it, they're seeing the blooms instead of the wire. You know, if the flower is looking up vertical, okay, when you're looking at the tree, you're seeing the creating part of the flower that you made and not the flower. Does that kind of make sense? So what I do is try to get the flowers that they're looking outwards. So if the customer is looking at it, they're seeing the flowers, the petal, and the center of the flowers, not the, maybe it's easier showing it this way. If everything is angled upward, you see the underneath part here. When I'm twisting it, I want to twist so that the branches, or so that you see the flowers. So the idea is once it's on the branch, that you're tilting the flower to look outward, while you can see the rest of these look up. This one is looking outward. All right, that's kind of what I was trying to say. So yeah, so I hope that this video is finding you doing well. Looking for some inspiration. If wire trees is something that interests you, there's a pile of videos on this channel. I hope that you'll enjoy them. If you need to, you can go back and do a repeat and see how I do these wire trees. And again, I'm just one artist. There is no wrong way of creating wire trees. This is just one way, and this is how I do that. And I want to be here for, like I said earlier, your inspiration. Any questions you might have, please, in the comments, reach out. It inspires me to continue sharing stories and sharing what I have learned over the past 50 years of teaching wire. I am self-taught. I did not go to school to learn any of this. I have taught myself, and now I hope that I can be an inspiration to you and show you how I learned creating some of the pieces that I do. All right, so that's that. I'm going to continue working on this pink dogwood as we have an exciting weekend ahead of us. I hope that you stay safe, enjoy family, friends, picnics, hot dogs, baked beans, cheeseburgers, steaks. Maybe you're doing a seafood pot outside. Enjoy it all. Be safe with the fireworks, and I hope you have an awesome night. Oh yeah, do you see my haircut? Yeah, this is what I call my shedding for the summer. It'll all grow back. All right, guys, enjoy your evening, and we'll talk soon.